it's one of my, thanks. Okay, so I wanted to talk about Copaiba. It was the free oil of the month. If you placed your order already, actually just placed mine today and it was added to my cart. Is that just because it was like a regular loyalty order? Because you don't have to order by the 15th anymore?
So if you order any kit that has VMG Plus in it, you get the free product of the month no matter when in the month you order. So it can't just be VMG Plus by itself, but if it has VMG Plus, any of the foundational wellness kits, so VMG Plus with the omegas or VMG Plus with the omegas and the probiotics, or even we have a kit with like VMG Plus and omegas and like the family essentials kit. Any kit that has VMG Plus in, you get the free product of the month at any time.
Okay, amazing. That just makes me not wonder why I keep getting it with my order. So I love getting all of the family, the essential kit in the little minis. It's so good. Okay, so diving into doTERRA's Copaiba essential oil. It's one of my faves. So Copaiba essential oil is derived from the resin of the Copaiba tree. In South America, doTERRA's Copaiba oil offers numerous health benefits from head to toe. It's 100% pure therapeutic, known for its calming and supportive properties for our nervous system. The name Copaiba originates from the Tupi Indian word Cupaiba, meaning deposit tree or reservoir. When I was researching today about Copaiba, actually said that I should have put the number of gallons that it can get from one tree, but it's like all these reservoirs through the tree, through the arms of the tree, and through the trunk that are able to pull like so much resin just from one tree. So I don't know if you've seen the video with Emily tapping the tree and going to get the Copaiba, but it's worth a watch. It's kind of cool how they go in and gather this oil. So Copaiba, it has interactions with the endocannabinoid system. So that includes the liver, the intestines, the bones, the immune system, the spleen, and the pancreas. So here's a visual, and all of these green and yellow here are the receptors that it can affect. These big words, beta carotenin binds to the CB2 receptors, supporting various health benefits without psychoactivity. So no THC or CBD in Copaiba oil, but it provides similar benefits through endocannabinoid system interaction. So all these areas in our body could be affected by using this oil in various ways. So the general uses, it's aromatic, diffuse Copaiba oil to calm the mind and spirit and for an emotional health. Topical, apply Copaiba to soothe stress and tension on the skin. So I like it, roll it on the back of my neck. I keep this one, the touch in my purse. I love all of these ways. This month, Copaiba pills, the gel caps or the soft gels are 10% off. So even better. Taking them internally helps to support our various body systems. So Copaiba for kids, it can be used for all ages. So can be used for rest, to encourage rest and relaxation. You can use it topically or aromatically with your kids and littles. I always get like a question about teething, or like what can I use for my baby for their teething, and Copaiba is like an easy go-to because I know it's gentle enough for them to be using it. So along the jawline and safe enough directly on their gums. I also just had my braces taken off, And so all of that, like, taking off process, my teeth were really achy last night. And I put Copaiba and Frank all over my teeth last night. And then I put my retainers in. And this morning, I could still like taste the oils when I pulled them out. And today I didn't have any pain. I ate normal, didn't have, and I was kind of worried because my gums were a little swollen on the bottom. So love Copaiba. And then the Rescuer blend is already pre-diluted for kids and littles. I'm not sure of the month exactly, but so the Rescuer blend includes Copaiba and it's quick grab and go blend, especially diluted for babies and kids. So I love the kids line. And then Copaiba for pets. So I had to throw pets in there. I'm a dog mom, animal pet mom. So just a few, good reminders, like to always dilute, putting it on their spine or the tips of their ears. This I came across, it said it could be given internally, 1 drop per 25 pounds in food or a capsule, and always talk to your vet. But I thought that was kind of helpful, especially when we are supporting them through like stress and discomfort, fireworks, travel, upset stomach, all kinds of things. And then the biggest thing I think is like to diffuse, always to do it in an open space where they kind of can get out of there if they're uncomfortable with what you're trying to use on them. So, and then Copaiba is like it's a driver. So it helps to enhance the benefits of the oils that we already use. So the compounded benefits when we put our Copaiba gel caps and our Frank together and to support, inflammation, your mood, your pain levels. I really find it helpful for myself with the aches and pains. This combo is amazing. And I love it also in the roller form to use them together. I feel like using the two powerhouses, even like when you're not feeling well, you need kind of a pick-me-up for your immune system. Roll them on the bottom of your feet, take a nap, go to bed. Always wake up feeling better. Same with the using it with your deep blue. So we have deep blue is like same, has the gel, the soft gels or the capsules, and then you can mix those with the Copaiba soft gels too, or just using the stick, which already has Copaiba in it. But for like extra relief or like it's like a driver, like it helps to get it in there, maybe deeper in the muscle. And from my research, it helps drive it into, it also supports our bones. So, good for aches and pains and maybe a sprain or something like that. And then adding it to our like Serenity line and just to enhance the benefits of restful sleep and like an overactive nerve response. So Copaiba is like truly kind of add it to anything and make it better, kind of, right? So I love Copaiba. And then these are like, did you know? So Copaiba is neuroprotective. It's a Copaiba oil resin treatment has been shown to be neuroprotective, meaning it helps protect the nervous system from damage. Additionally, Copaiba oil has been shown to modulate inflammatory responses following acute damage to central nervous system. And also, the emotional side is always fun. So it's the oil of unveiling. And I just love this. So we're going to end with this. Copaiba invites individuals to connect with their path. It offers a deep, intertwining energy that links experience to unveil the deeper meaning and messages showing up in one's life. It invites you to let go of guilt or shame and move on, remembering that forgiveness of the self is also necessary. He reminds us that the divine knows us anciently as whole beings, from the earliest childhood wounds to our current limitations, and invites us to seek clarity and redefinition. So I never knew that about Copaiba, and I love that. I love the emotional aspects of how the oils can really help us heal in ways that we're not understanding, but our body is craving in by needing to reach for that oil. So that's all.
Thank you. Such good information. I'll just share a little bit that we use a lot of Copaiba. I actually used it a lot when Cody was an infant for teething. He would actually like ask for it. I would have an oil. I mean, he wouldn't know what oil it was, but he would want to reach for it. So with the Copaiba, I would just take off the cap and he would like gnaw, like just gnaw on it. And at first I was like, oh gosh, is this safe? But he was fine. And honestly, I feel like that's how we got through teething, along with like baby acupuncture. And we did other stuff too, that I didn't do with my older kids. I just wasn't kind of going in that naturopath route. But I was very thankful with Cody. We did a lot of the natural solutions that worked. My big boy, my teenager, will be getting his wisdom teeth out next Friday. So we already talked a lot about oil support, like Copaiba and Frank, inflammation. You guys all know I work in the mouth. So like that nerve that runs down here, it numbs to the center of your mouth, following that nerve, because that's usually what's firing. But it's called an intraovular nerve that you can follow with your frankincense and Copaiba if you ever have any type of jaw pain. And it usually works really well. And the beautiful thing is that if you don't have the pills that Felicia was talking about, it's very safe to ingest the oil as well. So you can do like simple oil pulling for oral health, adding Copaiba and Frank with a little bit of coconut oil and just holding it there. So if you're having a little bit of pain, you can put the oils in your mouth, tilt it to the side that's bothering you, and just kind of let it sit there. You don't have to swish vigorously or anything like that. You can just allow it to sit and it will really, really calm down the area. So I am a lover of Copaiba as well. So I was very excited that Felicia wanted to share on this topic. It's been very good for our family. All right. I know we have a small group tonight, but I did want to do a little bit of business, nothing too intense. But I do want to do a little biz portion. And then, of course, we have a few announcements because we have summer coming up. We have a few things that I would like to announce, and maybe we can get some help. So let me just share my screen. Let's hope it's on the right screen. All righty. Okay. So I'm going to just leave it here for a bit. I was kind of thinking today about like just reflection questions actually for myself, because I feel like I am struggling a little bit in my business, and I've been doing this now like, I don't know, Colton's 16, so like nine years. Oh yeah, because Cody's 8, so I would say 9 years, 9.5 years I've been doing this. And I love my business. I love doTERRA. It's allowed me to have so much freedom with my kids. And I have 3 boys, for those of you who don't know that. And it has given me just so much freedom, so much hope. And but I also love being a hygienist. I love educating about the mouth. So I just feel like it's a beautiful mesh of both, where I can support my patients naturally if that's what they're looking for. But then I also have the freedom to make my own schedule and be there for my kids. So when I was reflecting on these questions, I thought, you're struggling, but you love your business. So what's the deal, right? Like, you love your business, you love doTERRA. Why are you struggling then, right? So I had a little bit of time today. I normally don't work Wednesdays because I get the kiddos early from school. So I'm just going to read off some thoughts and ideas. And it's not meant for anyone in particular. It's just what I was reflecting on. And so therefore, I thought this might be a good biz share, just to have a little bit of reflection time. And then we will dive into an activity. Again, it's a smaller call, but we will dive into a little bit of an activity. So, as I was sitting here in my reflection state on a Wednesday, I was thinking about these questions in particular. Like, why am I struggling? And how shared for those of you last week that were on the call, like consistency is key. And we've talked a lot about that too. And I thought, you know what? She's absolutely right. Like, I haven't been consistent. I am a planner, so I normally block off time or find pockets of time, and I haven't done that. And if I don't block off time, I don't find those pockets, it ain't gonna happen. Like, I'm not gonna work out. I'm not gonna be able to jump on my computer and do doTERRA. Like, it just won't, because life is busy for everyone. Whether you have kids, grandkids, pets, whatever it is, jobs, life is busy. So I thought, you're right. You know what, Kanani, you haven't been consistent. You haven't been blocking off time. And then when I looked at my schedule, I'm like, there truly are pockets, but you're just not capitalizing on those pockets. So here's the thing. I'm speaking we, because this is what I was reflecting on. Are we being a product of the product? So are we using the oils? Are we using the supplements? Because if we're not, then it's really hard to share. We have to use the oils. I know, like, I was in a strict routine where I would diffuse every single morning. I've been out of my routine, completely out of it. So it's hard to share and hard to be passionate about something if we're not doing it. Checking our back office for those of you who are doing the business. Are we on there? Are we checking our back office? How does your numbers look? Where do you need to connect with your leaders? Where do you need to connect with your people that you've enrolled because they trust you and you've enrolled them? How are we supporting them? Are we reaching out like, hey girl, it's been a few months since you ordered. Anything I can help you? Any questions? We have a few deals and promos. Have you tried the VMG yet? Happy to drop off a sample to you. Have we been making those connections? Because that's what doTERRA is about, is connecting, right? Not salesy, but connecting. I haven't been dropping off my samples, full honesty. Number 3, and we're gonna, this will tie into our announcements, but like, we've had some amazing events and classes. And I know May is tough for everybody. Like, teachers are wrapping up. My kids are like tapped out. They're like, are we still trying to learn and do tests right now? Mom, homework, what? Like, everybody's tapped out. It's May. But, like, we had an amazing beach event that Liza held. We had a few classes this month, but if we're not sharing about those, we're not going to have people show up, right? And again, I know life gets busy, but like, these events allow us to function as a close-knit community and be able to give back to our community. So those were just kind of things that I was reflecting on today that I feel like no guilt, but just like, that's where I was falling short when I reflect. And then I thought about, what do I need to do to kind of jump back in the game? Because if you've been doing this for years, like, you've exhausted your warm market. You really have. Like, all your aunties, uncles, cousins, best friends. Like, we've probably exhausted our warm market. Not to say we can't check in with them, but like, how do we make new contacts? So this is the activity that I wanted to do tonight. So if you have a pen and paper nearby, Or if you prefer, like my sister Chelsea always tells me, nobody does pen and paper anymore. Everybody does notes on their phone, Kanani. That's so old school. We were raised by a third grade teacher. She made us write down everything. So I have my pen and paper because I wanted to do this activity with all of you. Chelsea Davis was on. She would be doing it on her phone. So here is kind of what I wanted to share. This is a memory jogger. We've done this before long ago. But I thought this is what I need to do because I don't really have new contacts. So simple questions. If you could do the business with anyone, who would it be? Who do you know who needs doTERRA? You know, like, who needs doTERRA? I feel like everybody needs doTERRA, right? Who do you know who is open to natural health care? This sparked a little bit in me because I am actually working at a dental office tomorrow that I've never worked at, but he definitely has more of a holistic approach. So I'm very, very excited. He actually advertised that he's a fluoride-free dentist, which is very interesting to me because I've never met a dentist that said that. So this is going to be a fun day tomorrow. I'm actually like really excited to be a hygienist tomorrow. But if you guys can see this, sorry. I hope you guys can see this. I'm trying to like make it bigger. Oh, there. Okay. This is just a memory jogger. So like, look at this, brainstorm. This may not be like who you want to talk to, like reflecting on the questions, but like, do you have you talked to your chiropractor yet? Have you talked to your dentist yet? So I'm just going to give you like a few minutes. Where are we at? Okay. Yeah, perfect. I'm going to give you like 3 to 5 minutes. If you want to take notes, jot down a few things. I'm going to do it because I haven't done it yet. And then nobody needs to share. I'm not going to push anybody to share, but at least you have something to look at and reference as you wrap up May and we move into the summer months. So I'm going to stop talking and then we can kind of reflect on this. All right. You can just like wrap it up. I'm thinking who you might want to share with. Maybe take like another minute. Okay. So, I mean, if you want to share, then go for it. But I'm not going to really push, um, really push anybody. Let's see. I want to hear more about him and his philosophy. I don't know. Life, not quite sure. Oh, the dentist. Sorry. I was like, what are we talking about? Yeah, me too. So we'll see. He's up country, so that's where I'm working tomorrow. I went for a visit yesterday, and then he just said, would you like to work on Thursday? And I was like, sure. So we'll see how it goes. And I will definitely share about this holistic dentist. And I'm hoping I can bring some doTERRA into his practice. We'll see. I'm a little chicken. I will be honest with you guys. Like, I'm a little chicken. I've been in the dental world for 22 years as a hygienist. You would think that I was like fearless or something. Should be. But I think because I've gotten shut down so many times, I've gotten a lot of no's. Like, they're just not open to, even if, like, the last dentist I talked to, I've even said, like, I understand that you push, fluoride in your office, just giving you guys an idea, because we're talking about business and like how to word it, how to approach, right? And, I said, even though you're strong, like in wanting every patient to be on fluoride, we still have our group of patients that are like, nope, absolutely not. Nope. So why not offer them an amazing product like doTERRA toothpaste, right? Why not have that available to them rather than like them having to go search on Amazon or blah, blah, blah. So that was the last way I presented it to a dentist I consider a good friend. And it was just a hard no. So I think that when we share, we get the no's, and it's just like, okay, move on. Like, no hard feelings, no weirdness. But I think that's kind of where, honestly, where I've been. Like, it's been a little bit hard for me to share in the dental world because of the no's that I've gotten. So that's really all I got. I don't know if you guys, let me just check the chat one more time. But if you guys want to just unmute and share your thoughts, that's fine with me. No, it's not Dr. Wallach. It's actually Pure Health Dental, Dr. Bastian. That's who I'm working for tomorrow. And he does carry like a whole nother brand of fluoride-free toothpaste and stuff. So, and I don't know much about that particular toothpaste, but I feel like maybe once I start working there and then we can have a connection, then maybe he'd be open to listening to me a little bit. So I know Dr. Wallach. I didn't know he still practices, Amanda, though. That's great if he does. But yeah, this is right in Pukalani. So I'm actually venturing out of my Maui-Lani community and actually going to work up in Pukalani tomorrow, which is not even that far. I don't know why I make it sound like I'm going to Hana. So anyways, I'm really excited.
It's graduation tomorrow, so hopefully you get out earlier than all the traffic starts at Kekalike.
Yes. So I'm right by Puksup, and they said
Okay.
that
Yeah.
thank you for that, though. You're right. So I should be getting out a little bit early. Oh my gosh, I hope so.
Yeah.
I know. I don't really venture up the mountain anymore, even though that's where I was born and raised. So yeah, we're right by what is it? Kojima's Sushi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know where you're talking about.
That's where they are. So, anyone have thoughts, ideas? It was just meant to like open our eyes a little bit more for tonight because I know I've been in a stuck space.
I have my little oil show here. Let me see. So
Yeah.
now in my calls, they ask me about him. They ask
Oh,
me, so, and then I'll be like, oh, look what I got, Look at, I was telling them today that I was gonna send them some Clary Calm. So I'm gonna send 2 packages out actually to coworkers.
nice.
Yeah.
That's perfect. I love that you actually have it as your Zoom background. That's
No, this is my show.
no, that's what I mean. Like that's actually what they're looking at
Oh,
instead
yeah.
of a blurred background. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they love that. So,
All right. I'm gonna just share our last little reminders, our little announcements. So we are moving into June, obviously. May is coming to a quick end, guys. But we have some changes with the comp plan. And that's coming up real quick. So for those of you who are silver and above, I would recommend you send an email actually like tonight and see if you can connect with your account manager. There's a lot, well, I mean not a lot, but there's significant changes. And so I think if everyone hears it a couple times, and the account managers are awesome at it with like breaking it down and all of that. I've had to meet with my account manager probably like 4 times now, just because I need to hear it again and again. So, and they don't need a lot of your time. They need like a good, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes. And then they can go over the changes with you because it is happening June 1st that the new comp plan takes effect. We just Ray reached out to Edie. I just got this on my phone. Sorry, I was at baseball prior to this. So Ray reached out to account manager Edie, and she confirmed that she would do a overview of the new comp plan on May 31st. Put in your calendars at 8 a.m. So that way everybody can still, have their day and do what they need to do. But Edie will be on Zoom with all of us at 8 a.m. And it's great that she's doing this for us because, hello, she knows it like the back of her hand, So I'm so excited that Ray was able to do that for us. So that's announcement. And just a reminder for all of us, like, and I need the reminder too, like I legit have it in my calendar and my alert goes off. Like just, be active, our Facebook group, let's like and share, let's share testimonies, videos, even tag people like how Felicia shared about Copaiba. If you know that someone's struggling with like pain in general or something dental related that we talked about, tag them. Just be like, hey, tagging you in this post, go read about it. Because there's so much great information in our VIP group. Like, thank you, Liza, for getting all that information out there and allowing it to circulate again and again and again because it's just so good. Every time someone will message me like, hey, this and this is going on, I immediately go to our Facebook post or our Facebook group immediately because I know the information is there. So I just think that we have to keep it going because that is our foundation. We love to educate and we love to share in that sense. Like I'm an educator of the mouth, but I'll just say like we're all educators on here. We educate in our own way. So we are moving into summer, and summer gets crazy and busy for everyone. So we love to do a monthly calendar, and because we're wrapping up May, we need some things to go on the calendar for June, and of course July as well. And everyone's busy and everybody got stuff going on. But if you want to share a class or teach a class or share information, it doesn't need to be long. If you have an event that's coming up, let's get it on the calendar. So you can message me or Liza, and we'll make sure that for June, or even if you're like, I can't do it in June, but I can do it in July, that's great. Like, we'll make sure that we have it on the calendar for those months. So just let us know, shoot us a text. And I think this is the last announcement. Last year, my friend Tina did a Malama Your Kumu event in Lahaina just to honor the victims in Lahaina, and specifically the Kumu going back to work, just the stress of all of that, and making sure everything's up and running. So they did their first year last summer. I wasn't there, we were traveling with my son, but they want to do it again. I don't think do I have a graphic in here? No, I don't. So I will actually post a graphic in our Facebook group. Then that way, if people can say like, yes, I can help, because here's the thing, majority of people are a part of our group are Kumu, are teachers, so they can't help. July 30th, they're all back in school. Everyone's working, everyone's back in school. So I kind of need help with like the non-teachers, if that makes sense. So I make sure like on that day I'm not working. I'm really hoping I'm not traveling. But that way we can maybe just give back. This is another way to give back to the community. So it's a second annual Malama Your Kumu. I just pulled up the graphic. Wednesday, July 30th, Lahaina Intermediate, 11 a.m. to 3. You don't need to be there all day. If you're like, I can give you 2 hours, I can give you 11 to 1. That's all I got. More than grateful. It's just they want to have people there to do aroma touch, or even like, I think I didn't go last year, but the feedback was that even just to talk, like put oils on them and just talk and even listen to what they wanted to share. And I know Fish was there. I don't remember. I know like I don't think anybody else was there because you guys are all teachers. But Fish flew in from Oahu to help. And I know it's really, really special and really rewarding. And like the feedback was all positive and wonderful. So if you have the time, or if you can dedicate an hour or two, you can message me. I will actually put my number in the chat, and I will put you on the list, because I said, how many people do you want? And my girlfriend Tina was like, whatever you got, girl, because there was a lot of teachers last year. So we just kind of want it to flow. So if you have the time, check your calendars. It would be really great to give back in that way. Liza, anything else?
No, I think you got it all.
Okay. Well,
Oh,
thanks, you
thank
guys.
you to those people. Nobody on the call today, but we did do an Aroma Touch event at Halemakua, Wailuku. It was myself, Adrienne, Ray, Bernice, and her son Max. We were able to give Aroma Touch to the staff there from 1 to 4 p.m. So keep trying to find ways to get into the community, give back. If you can make the July 30th event, that would be so awesome.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for showing up tonight for yourselves. Let me stop my share. For your business, just for people that really, really need to hear about doTERRA Natural Solutions. Have a great week. Bye. Thanks, Fish.